Good morning, everybody. It's your boy King Jace. You can find me on all forums, the King Jace1 on Twitter. Obviously, Jace on Facebook. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Twitter. You can find me on pretty much every platform there is. I'm trying to branch out. I got something to say. You got something to say. Let's talk about it. That's the basis of the show. So all my followers out there, all my subscribers, everyone that comments and likes, I appreciate your time and your effort in putting into watching my shows. Sometimes they can be long, but they are. From what I hear, everybody likes the topics of conversation, so I'm going to keep it going. Unfortunately, I haven't been on in a couple of days like I have been previously because I've been going through a lot of jaw pain. I have TMJ. It sucks. Like randomly, I'll just get a flare up, and it'll just feel like there's something in my mouth that when I bite down, it's like it just fucking hurts. So long story short, long story short, I haven't been on because I've been in a lot of pain, so it kind of hurts. I'm still in a little bit of pain. I have been taking some ibuprofen. I've been doing this cream. It's called Penetrex. It's like $20 a fucking little bottle, but it does kind of help. It's for intensive concentrate for relief and recovery inflammation formation. So like formulation, it's pretty good. It does help. It does help. I just wanted to give a shout out to my aunt. Again, thank you so much for your passion towards what I want to do in life. You're a big supporter of mine, and I want to give a shout out to you. I appreciate it, Auntie Erin. I love you very much. Casey says hi back. You had dropped a comment about you were considering getting a Wii. Just so you know, I don't want to persuade you to get a different system if your heart is set on getting a Wii. If you are going to go with the Wii, get the Wii U, only because it's more portable and it's more up to date, whereas the old Wii is kind of a little bit obsolete, in my point of view, in my perspective. I personally love the Xbox. The Xbox also has dance games. You can get many, many games on the Xbox. It does. If you get the Kinect, then you can do dance games. You can do Guitar Hero games. You can do many games on the Xbox, just so you know. So just keep your mind open when you go to search for a system. I am having a little bit of glitchiness. I can already see it on the screen, so I apologize. Later tonight, me and my wife, we're going to touch back on some parenting and stuff like that. I think it's a very good show that we have going on, a parenting show. So we would really like for you guys to drop some comments. Give us another perspective. Give us another parent's perspective. Give us another human being perspective. It's only part of the human condition that you want to feel loved. And I know that's not relevant, but it's part of the human condition to want to feel loved. And I feel like it's a good topic to talk about with kids. Kids want to feel loved. So I think we're going to touch base on that later on tonight. I wanted to talk about the Avengers trailer. Biggest trailer ever to come out, period. They dropped the trailer. I think it was like 300 million people watched the trailer, maybe more than that. I'm pretty sure it was more than that. It has had the most views of a trailer in the history of trailers. What the fuck? So I've been looking online for Easter eggs that we may have missed. I did come upon a couple of videos. I haven't watched them yet because I was trying to set up to do the morning show. So I am going to check that out. So I'm going to have to touch back on that with you. A couple of games I wanted to talk about real quick, briefly as well. So I rented the Lara Croft Tomb Raider game. I got to say that the graphics are really good. It has a good cinematic experience going. But I don't feel like I need to be told what to do all the time. I don't want to be directed on how to do the same thing that you've already directed me how to do. So what I mean by this is when you start the game off, it shows you if you double tap the A, you'll be able to double jump. If you run, jump, and press the Y or whatever button, you'll cling to the wall. I only need one time. You only need to tell me once. So as I'm running through the game, every single time I go to do a double jump, you don't have to tell me to do a double jump. I can pretty much figure it out on my own. I'm pretty intelligent. And I feel like it's kind of... I feel like it made me feel like I was stupid. Like you're trying to imply that the people that play your game are dumb. So I feel like that was too much. Hey, that's just the experience that I got, and everybody's experience is going to be different. Another game I tried was Left 4 Dead. Was it Left 4 Dead? I don't think it was Left 4 Dead. The other game that I had tried, what was the game? I downloaded Fable 3, and I don't know about you guys, but I grew up playing the Fable trilogies, Fable 1, Fable 2, Fable 3. I fucking love that game. It is a great game to play. It is a great game. The storyline is great. In my opinion, it was one of the first immersive storyline games to come out because you got to be in it. You got to be focused in it. You got to be doing the right things because every move you make determines what kind of person you're going to be in that game. I love games like that. I really wish that Microsoft and Xbox and honestly, I feel like if Bethesda could get their hands on that game, I'm not even sure if they're related to that game at all or not. But if they could get their hands on that game and produce that game as a new game, maybe revise it or come up with a new concept for that game, but keep the same type of story. Like I really like that game. It's a really good game. I really advise everybody to get it. If you haven't played it, play it. I have it at my house. Holla at your boy. Another game I wanted to talk about is Good Neighbor. Now, me and my wife watched the trailer for it. It looks like it's a good game. I'm not sure if it's a game that I want to download, but I've been considering it. So, if you haven't seen the game, the basis of the game is you have to break into your neighbor's house without being caught breaking into his house, and you got to find out what's going on in his house. So the trailer is hilarious. If you don't even want to buy the game, Google the trailer, Good Neighbor. It is fucking hilarious. So this dude, he throws a tomato at the window, so the guy comes out to check on the window, to clean the window off. While he's cleaning the window off, you run into the house. You run in the house, you grab a key. He comes back in the house. You trick him. All of a sudden, he sees him. So he runs. He gets away. Runs out of the building, comes back in the building, and everything is boarded up and closed. So now you got to try to undo the boards. And he went to undo the board, and as soon as he got that first board off, the dude came up from behind him and snatched him up. It looks like a fun game. I don't know if I'll download it because I have my plate full of games already. But I just wanted to promote that game because it looks fucking hilarious. I know I say a lot. It's a bad thing. It's not a good thing. I just want to give another shout out to everyone that's watching the show. If you made it this far in the show, I appreciate your time. If you have something to say, please comment. I always will comment about your comment. I will always answer your questions, no matter what. If you put down you want to talk about a topic, if I don't have the answer, if I don't know about that topic, you best believe I will take my happy ass onto the web and I will deep search the shit out of it. And I will figure out and find out all the information about that topic so we can have a discussion. Because I feel like everybody has something to say and not everybody wants to hear it, but I do. I want to hear it. Let's talk about it. That is the basis of the show. That is what I wanted to do in life. And it's something that makes me happy. I like talking to people, and I like people talking to me, and I like to solve problems. One more other thing I wanted to touch on is what I had it written down. It was kind of it wasn't the most important topic of conversation, but it was probably about something silly, but it'll come back to me later on. I am going to do another show tonight. I am going to get back on my grind with doing the morning shows. So you best believe you'll see me tomorrow morning, drinking a coffee again, probably. I am going to probably go to the hospital at some point next week if this jaw pain doesn't subside. Again, if you have anything that you think will help me with this fucking jaw pain, comment. Leave me a note. I'm already taking ibuprofen. I'm already taking Penetrex, and I even got some migraine medicine as well because it's horrible. But thank you everybody subscribing. I got some stuff to do, some errands to do with my family. I have the kids right now are in the room watching in the living room. They're watching The Christmas Story. I gotta say, growing up, I never really was into Christmas because I know I said I was going to leave, but I don't. I just want to touch on this real quick. In case people don't know, my mother was killed when I was 6 years old. She was shot and killed by her boyfriend when I was only 6. My brother was 7. My other brother was 8. My mom was only 27 years old. It wasn't a good time in my life, and it was very, very difficult for me because I was already in the state custody because my parents didn't get along very well at that exact moment in time. So my mom was born on Christmas and she was killed on New Year's. So this time of year is really a really hard time for me, and I never really liked Christmas until this year when my wife is so amazing. She's the best. I could not ask for a better partner in life. She treats me very well. She treats my son very well, and I would fall apart without her. And she showed me that Christmas isn't always about the past and heartbreak. It's about looking toward the future and wanting to create better experiences for myself and for my children. And without her, I probably would have another shitty year. And I really appreciate that. And I know she's going to watch the video and see this. So I just want you to know I'm grateful for you. And I would do anything for you. And I love you very deeply. I know I haven't always been the best person, husband, brother, father, sister. Not sister, obviously. But you know what I mean. And you make me want to be a better person. So I thank you for that. But like I was saying, my mom was killed when I was 6. So Christmas was never a good time for me. And growing up in group homes and foster homes, you don't tend to get a lot of presents. So the present aspect of Christmas was never a thing for me. It was more the emotional connection that I could have that I never had. And one thing that I always did get is I always watched The Christmas Story. It was one of my dad's favorite movies during Christmas time. And I guess I always fell into that movie like that could be my family, like mom, dad. It's a very heartwarming movie, and I really like it. It's funny, it's heartwarming, it's a good movie. And if you haven't seen it, watch it. I bought it on DVD. I got it for like $8 on Amazon, Blu-ray. Of course, Blu-ray. You can't go wrong with Blu-ray. So check that movie out. It's a very good movie. Again, everybody that's watching, I appreciate your time. Like, subscribe, comment. Give me something more to talk about, or else I'm just going to keep talking about what I'm talking about. On that note, I'm out of here. The King Jace is out, and I'll see you tonight with the wife. Y'all have a good night. Have a great day. It's Sunday, so enjoy.